We're gonna get real personal with y'all if y'all don't care. I'm gonna stand up for a second though. I feel like I've been sitting down all day. So some of y'all probably heard this title before, or title. I said title. Y'all probably heard this story before. I like to tell it because a lot of kids come here, and I feel like a lot of people think you have to have expensive things to make it in life, which is not true at all. I grew up in a trailer park my whole life. I probably lived in 3 or 4 trailer parks growing up. My family had no money at all. I wasn't even at like a poor family. I was in lower than poor. You know what I mean? My first concert was Chris Young and Brad Paisley, and it wasn't because I could afford it. It's because my best friend could afford it. So she took me to the show. Never had any money. So I like telling this story. Growing up, you know, a lot of people know I used to live in a car with my mom for a little while, right? She used to feed me Cheerios, so I was the happiest baby ever. But I never really told the full story. Growing up, I had a stepdad. It was my little brother's dad. I remember my mom, she was at work, and I'm just gonna ask a random person. Let's see, you're my first victim. You ready for this? Either one of y'all you want to take it? Okay. You ever had like a dream where you're going to the bathroom, but you really ain't in the bathroom? Yeah, right? So you just let it go, you just let it happen. Then you wake up, you're like, now I'm still in bed. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. And my stepdad at the time, he woke me up to go get my mom from work, and he saw me. I had those dreams all the time. He saw me, I wet the bed, I was 6 years old. He literally picked me up to go wake her up. He was so mad that he had to change me. He picked me up over his head, threw me across the room, and I landed on my little brother's toys. And I remember I had bruises literally from my head to my toe on my body. And from that day, I remembered that. I was 6 years old, I remember that. I said, wait till I wait till I get bigger than you. That's what I said. That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, so my nana, she was a detective during the time, so she saw all the bruises all over my body. She had him locked up the year later. She's my superwoman. She had him locked up. I also, I wore clothes, right? I wore clothes. I couldn't afford American Eagle, Abercrombie, Hollister. That was all the right stuff that you were supposed to wear my year in middle school. Couldn't afford it. I used to wear, y'all know what hot waters are? Y'all know what hot waters are. I used to just, I used to get by. I used to say, no, these are meant to be capris. They supposed to be this high, But they were really high. I had to wear hand-me-downs. I couldn't afford jeans. I couldn't wear stuff that fit me. All my shoes, they had holes in them. I had holes going through my toe. I used to play basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport, right? My toe, no, think about this. Water shoes, right? You know what water shoes are, right? Those were my basketball shoes. My toe was coming through the top of my water shoes, but I swear to God, I was the fastest kid on the court. I told my nana, I made my nana cry one day because she said, you want me to get you new shoes? I said, nah, nana, these make me fast. These make me the fastest kid on the team. That's some of the things. I just like to tell this story just because I know there's a lot of kids here tonight, and you don't have to wear anything fancy to be something in life. Whatever you want, you can do it, Last thing before I start this next song. There's been a lot of racism going on in this world, man. And I know it's weird, especially being in country music, but I always like to say one thing before I start this song. Because I've been through it. I don't talk about it. I don't get into politics. I don't say anything. We got people fighting overseas. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, red, yellow, green, blue. Everybody watches each other's backs, man. This song's called Learning.